I'm Jimmy Evans. This is my wife, Karen. I want to welcome you to a very special edition of Marriage Today. You know, this program exists to help you to succeed in marriage and family relationships. You may be single, you may be divorced, you may be married and you have a good marriage, you just want to make it better, or maybe you're struggling with some issues. We want you to know that you have a 100% chance of success in marriage. That may surprise some people, Karen, because, you know, as a culture, we're kind of getting used to the fact that maybe it's a 50-50 chance or something like that. But you and I, when we got married, we did not do well.
Yeah.
We almost divorced, and there weren't resources to help people in marriage the way they are now.
Well, we got married so young, and I remember the resources that I remember back at that age were for our children.
Right.
Remember the strong-willed child. That was like big then. So there really wasn't any marriage stuff. I mean, there was maybe one, but, you know, I look back on that and I just think, oh my gosh, if we had what we have now, I mean, I know our marriage would be different.
Yeah,
but you know, I don't begrudge that, because I think it's awesome that the God could use us, you know, the way He has to build that resource, even though it was painful.
That's right.
Even though there was times, you know, we wanted to kill each other. You know, it's been really good that, you know, the Lord has taken our mess and so we can help somebody else, because that's what we love doing. Is helping
we
others.
love doing that, and we have some special resources. We have a digital streaming library that has, you know, tons of resources on there. Again, if you're single and you want to prepare to be married, maybe you're divorced and you need to heal and you need to prepare to be married correctly. Karen, we would be divorced except for the grace of Jesus.
Absolutely.
We know that. Or maybe you're married and you just want some tools to help you build a better marriage. Our digital streaming library is for our partners. And what we want to ask you to do is to become a partner with us here at Marriage Today. And when you partner with us, you're helping us. We're a ministry and mission. We go all over the world, helping people in the area of marriage and family. So when you help us, you're helping people all over the world, and you're helping little children stay together with their parents. But you're also helping yourself, because when you become a partner, you get access to our video streaming library. You can go online right now and you can access this by becoming a partner. But I want you to know, when you invest in Marriage Today, you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your future. And first of all, to have the marriage of your dreams, not just to succeed in marriage or survive in marriage, but to thrive in marriage. And this is for you and your children, because when your marriage gets help, your children get help. When marriages fail, children get hurt. But when marriages succeed, children are blessed by it. Generations are changed by it. And what we want to encourage you to do right now, I want you to stay tuned for the rest of this program, but I want you to go online right now and access our video streaming library and become a partner with us here at Marriage Today.
Going through divorce is a lot to ask of children, and often results in years of emotional pain. It's a violent ripping apart of their parents and a sense of abandonment. What sometimes we see as a quick way out can mean complete loss for a child.
You have a 100% chance of success in marriage. You were made for marriage.
Marriage Today exists to protect children from the pain of divorce and to steer couples away from marital failure by telling them the truth. When you stand with Marriage Today, your individual effort multiplies with other like-minded partners, and together we can rebuild a legacy of strong families around the world. Choose your level of partnership today and receive immediate access to the video streaming library. Become a rock-solid partner today.
I want you to become a partner with us here at Marriage Today. And you know, when you give to a ministry, you know, you want to know where your giving is going and what it's doing. I do when I give to someone. And let me just tell you what your giving does for us here at Marriage Today. It helps us to keep little children together with their parents. And we obviously help millions of people in the area of marriage through our television program. We're broadcast into over 100 million homes a day, multiple times a day in North America. 200 countries worldwide. We're reaching millions of people. When you give to us, you're a part of that. You're helping us to reach those people. But at the end of the day, because of our precious partners who stand with us financially, there are children today together with their parents. Their family is together because of the giving of people just like you. Now, some of you are from broken homes, and you experienced the devastation of having your parents break up and go different ways and what that meant in your life. And you know, some of the healing that you can bring into your own life is by giving it away to somebody else and helping another child not have to go through that. Our nation is reeling because of the attack on marriage right now and what it's doing to men, women, and children, and especially the children. The children are the victims. They're the worst. They get the worst of all of it. And so right now, what we are doing here at Marriage Today is we're raising a standard. We're raising a standard to say marriage is sacred, and we're also going to people compassionately, not self-righteously, but compassionately in helping them to heal and helping them to learn how to succeed in marriage. And here's the good news. You have a 100% chance of success in marriage when you do it God's way. And when you become a partner with us here at Marriage Today, you are able to access our streaming library with my teachings on there. The first and best of my teachings are on this library. Many, many teachings that we have on there that can help you in the area of your marriage and parenting, in the area of communication, in the area of sex, money, whatever it is, in-laws. We have information that can help you in all of those areas, and it's part of the benefit that you get by becoming a member with us, a partner with us here at Marriage Today. We created these resources so that people just like you can have access, you know, not just for yourself, because you'll be in a position, maybe someone at work, maybe a family member, and they need help, you know, and you can just pull your phone out or pull your computer out and turn on one of the teachings there and help somebody else. Use it in a Bible study, use it in a counseling session. I want you to invest in your own marriage, in your own life, in your own family, as you're helping us to reach a world in need.
We all enter into marriage confident a happy, fulfilling life is in front of us. Over time, life's journeys can quickly deflate those expectations, and we're left feeling like we've fallen out of love. But with the right information and a mutual commitment to success, a better marriage is possible. Become a rock-solid partner and gain instant access to practical marriage help in topics ranging from communication, needs, and intimacy, as well as blended families, intentional dating, spiritual health, and much more. Marriage Today exists to help every person succeed in marriage. With your help, we can continue raising a standard for marriage and reverse the curse of family breakup in order to rebuild the nations one home at a time.
That's why we're tied into the ministry. We want to be able to bless and give so they can keep doing what they're doing.
There's just millions of marriages that need help, and if this is a way we can help facilitate that, then that's a great way to spend some money.
We love Jimmy and Karen, and we love learning more about how to be a better couple and how to help other couples like they do.
Become a rock-solid partner with the ministry and mission of Marriage Today.
You know, the vast majority of people want to be married. That's just the way that it is. But a lot of people today have fear. They fear that they can't succeed in marriage. But I want you to know God made marriage and God made you for marriage. And you have a 100% chance of success in marriage when you do it God's way. And that's what we love doing, Karen, is helping people to succeed in marriage. But one of the greatest challenges is unrealistic expectations. Because when you don't know, you know, when you haven't learned about marriage, many times you just kind of have these imaginations of what marriage is going to be like. And the number one reason for divorce is disappointment.
Yeah.
You come in with unrealistic expectations, you get your heart broken, and then you think, well, I made a mistake. Well, you didn't make a mistake. We were on the verge of divorce, and we thought we'd made a mistake.
And I think most people get married because they have something in common with the person they're marrying.
Sure.
Whether it's their love of movies or food or activities. And what happens is those are great things to come together with, but then you get into the real situation of just life. And that friction begins because, you know, you either hear a tone in the voice you don't like, or an attitude, or the stress of, you know, work is coming into the home, or children are coming into the home. And so all these things, you know, disrupt what you think is your ideal marriage, but it's really just normal stuff.
That's right.
And that's what we do. We try to, you know, navigate people through those situations so they don't feel hopeless.
But we love helping people in the area of marriage because we know what it's like to be miserable and to have conflict and not have intimacy and not be able to talk about problems. And we developed our digital video library, our streaming library, for people just like you. And you don't have to get your heart broken in marriage. And if you have had your heart broken, you can get it healed. And you can go into marriage with true expectations of what really is going to happen, what should happen, and how to deal with it when it does. You can have the marriage of your dreams. And so on our streaming library, we have, all kinds of resources about intimacy, sex, communication, children, in-laws, blended families, how to fulfill your role in marriage, how to understand what your role is, how to understand your spouse's differences and their different needs and how to meet their needs, how to understand the foundational laws of marriage. I didn't know that there were laws concerning marriage. There are laws concerning marriage. And when you follow those 4 basic laws of marriage, you're going to thrive. When you don't, you're going to get your heart broken. And so again, it's needless. God made marriage. God made you for marriage, and He wants you to succeed at it. All you need to know is the right information. We have been developing this information for many years, and now you can get it on a streaming library on your phone, your tablet, your computer. But as you do this, you're becoming partners with us in this ministry and helping us reach a world in need. I want you to go online right now. I want you to sign up, and I want you to become a partner with us so you can get these valuable resources.
Going through divorce is a lot to ask of children and often results in years of emotional pain. It's a violent ripping apart of their parents and a sense of abandonment. What sometimes we see as a quick way out can mean complete loss for a child.
You have a 100% chance of success in marriage. You were made for marriage.
Marriage Today exists to protect children from the pain of divorce and to steer couples away from marital failure by telling them the truth. When you stand with Marriage Today, your individual effort multiplies with other like-minded partners, and together we can rebuild a legacy of strong families around the world. Choose your level of partnership today and receive immediate access to the video streaming library. Become a rock-solid partner today.
The devil's a strategist, and he understands that if he can defeat marriage, he can defeat every aspect of society in our own lives. And I want you to know you can succeed in marriage. You have a 100% chance of success in marriage. But success in marriage comes as we understand the importance of it. In other words, in our lives, marriage has to be the first priority. It only works. The very first thing that God ever said about marriage is, for this cause a man will leave his mother and his father. In other words, marriage is so important that I have to give up the most important relationship that I have in my life for my marriage to work. And one of the big reasons that marriages don't work is because kids come before the marriage, work comes before the marriage, something else comes before the marriage. Marriage is first. And so Satan does every single thing he can to attack our priorities, to get us distracted, to get us, fighting each other, whatever, because he knows if he can defeat our marriage, he can defeat men, women, children. He can have all of society if he just keeps marriage from being what God wants it to be. I want you to become a partner with us here at Marriage Today for 2 reasons. Number 1, I want you to help us to reach other people. Our nation, the nation of America, is reeling because of the fall of the family. And that's the reason we are. It's our rejection of God, but it's the fall of the family. You say, how do we fix it? We return to God and we fix the family. That's how you fix this. The government can't fix it, and I bless our government, but they can print as much money as they want to. They can't fix the problems that broken families are causing. They can't fix those problems. The only one who can fix those problems is God, and He gave us marriage so that we could have a secure life, so that we could fall in love with someone and know that they're going to be here tomorrow, that we could have a child together and know that we're going to raise that child and the grandchildren that come from that on the foundation of a secure marriage. And what we love to do here at Marriage Today is help people succeed in marriage. Everyone can succeed in marriage. You may have been married 3 or 4 times before. You can succeed in marriage. You may be struggling right now. You can succeed in marriage. You may be single or divorced, and maybe you're fearful of it. There is absolutely not one reason to be fearful of marriage. God made marriage to succeed, and God made marriage to bless us. And this is what we love telling people. And on our digital library, when you become a partner with us here at Marriage Today, you have access to our digital library. Our digital library has information about just about anything you can think of related to marriage. If you're single, this is the perfect time to get this information. If you're married, this is an investment, not that you're just making it helping other people, but you're making it to bless yourself, to bless your own marriage and family. Listen, this can not only save your marriage and make your marriage what God wants it to be, it can change generations in your family. And as you're blessing yourself, you're helping us to go across America and around the world and help millions and millions of people. We reach millions of people every single week. And there are many children together with their parents because someone like you partnered with us and gave us the financial ability to help their parents. And I'm saying right now, I want you to go online. I want you to sign up, become a partner. We have different levels of partnership. They're all online there. We'll tell you all about it. But I want you to go online right now. I want you to become a partner with us. I want you to invest in your own marriage, in your own life, in your own family, as you're helping us to reach a world in need.
As a child growing up in a broken home, I always wanted that perfect family. You know, ask God, like, what did I do to deserve this bad marriage?
My life just became kind of the same every day, and I stopped making time for Stephanie. I stopped making time for the Lord, and I let other things occupy my time.
I thought that he was just busy with his own life and didn't really have room for me.
She said, let's just get this moving and get this divorce done with, and let's just move on with our lives. The world was telling us to give up. People around us was telling us to give up. But Marriage Today was a light in a dark place for us at a dark time.
Every person can succeed in marriage.
Hearing Jimmy and Karen Evans just talking about how God was able to restore them and that he could restore any marriage, it started to bring hope back into me.
That was the most lonely, desperate place I've ever been in my life. And to have somebody feel like that God used to reach down and tell me that there's hope, it was just huge. They changed our life and they changed our future.
Without Marriage Today, I really believe that we would not be married. We would not have this beautiful baby girl that we have.
We're rock solid partners with Marriage Today.
That's something that we decided to do because of the great impact that Jimmy and Karen Evans have had on our relationship.
You know, there's hope for marriages that are hopeless, and the reason why we can sit here and say that is because we've been there. So for us to be able to be a small part of Marriage Today and to impact another marriage and give that marriage hope, it's well worth it. And other people all over the world that are being impacted by Jimmy and Karen, and we feel privileged that they allow us to be a part of that.
You know, Karen, I saw something the other day that said the average wedding costs $38,000.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's true or not. You know, ours didn't cost that much. I think ours cost about $50.
Free.
But people spend a lot of time and money getting married. And we have a photographer that works with us here at Marriage Today. And he said increasingly, by the time he delivers the wedding photos, they're already divorced.
Yeah.
In other words, they think that a fancy wedding or a destination wedding or spending money is going to make a good marriage. What makes a good marriage is preparing for marriage. Mm-hmm. And so many people just don't spend much time and effort preparing themselves for marriage, and then they wonder why they have such conflict or they didn't end divorce. So we love helping people succeed in marriage. We almost failed, but what we love doing is preparing people, and we have our digital library, our streaming library, of a vast amount of resources that you can get when you partner with us here as a ministry. But Karen, we wish that we would have had that type of resource when we got married. It would have changed everything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think back on our wedding and just how, we were so naive and so
naive.
young,
Yeah.
but we thought we're so mature and so, you know, into the marriage thing. And I look back on that and I just think, it was painful to look back on.
Well, it was literally painful.
Yeah.
We almost divorced.
But, I'm so grateful that, first of all, that the Lord began to work on our hearts, because after that first 5 years, I didn't think we were going to make it.
Right.
And how, just him sovereignly working on us and healing us and, putting us in touch with what the Word of God says. And then your attitude of humility of saying, I don't know how to be a husband. I mean, it changed everything.
Well, you know, people who succeed are teachable. If you find a wealthy person who's wealthy over a period of time, they learn about money. If you find a person who's healthy and they have a healthy lifestyle, they learn about eating and exercising and things like that. But when you look at someone who chronically fails, you're almost always looking at an unteachable spirit. They just don't want to learn. In fact, I know of people who we're very close to who have been divorced 3 or 4 times and they won't read one book. They won't do anything to get help. And so, you know, when you get help for your marriage, you're going to succeed. When you have a teachable spirit, which begins by saying, I don't know. I need somebody to teach me. Well, we can teach you. We've been married for 42 years. We've helped thousands of people in their marriages, and we know about communication, about intimacy, about money, about all the different elements that make a great marriage. And I want you to know you can succeed in marriage. You may have come out of a failed marriage. You may have come out of a broken family, but I want you to know you were made for marriage. God made you, and He made marriage, and He made you for marriage. The only thing you need is the right information. When you become a partner with Marriage Today, you're going to get access to the streaming library that's going to give you so much, just a wealth of information, but you're also helping us to reach a world in need when you do that. Bless yourself and bless us by becoming a partner, and do it right now.
We all enter into marriage confident a happy, fulfilling life is in front of us. Over time, life's journeys can quickly deflate those expectations, and we're left feeling like we've fallen out of love. But with the right information and a mutual commitment to success, a better marriage is possible. Become a rock-solid partner and gain instant access to practical marriage help in topics ranging from communication, needs, and intimacy, as well as blended families, intentional dating, spiritual health, and much more. Marriage Today exists to help every person succeed in marriage. With your help, we can continue raising a standard for marriage and reverse the curse of family breakup in order to rebuild the nations one home at a time.
That's why we're tied into the ministry. We want to be able to bless and give so they can keep doing what they're doing.
There's just millions of marriages that need help, and if this is a way we can help facilitate that, then that's a great way to spend some money.
We love Jimmy and Karen, and we love learning more about how to be a better couple and how to help other couples like they do.
Become a rock-solid partner with the ministry and mission of Marriage Today.
I love telling people that you have a 100% chance of success in marriage, and you do. Our society now, because of all the failure that people have seen and a lot of the pain a lot of people have gone through, you know, a lot of people don't believe that marriage works anymore. But God made marriage. God made marriage to work. Why would God make something that would fail or harm us? But I want to say the reason that marriage is failing is just simply we're not doing it God's way. And Karen and I didn't. I'm not being self-righteous when I say that. We didn't know God's way to be married, and we were on the brink of divorce. After several years of marriage, we were out of love. We were on the brink of divorce until God miraculously saved our marriage, and He uses us to do what we do for 2 reasons. One is because if we can do it, anybody can do it. If I can make it in marriage, anyone can make it in marriage. I was so ignorant and so dysfunctional, but God saved our marriage. The other reason that God saved our marriage is to give us compassion for people who are struggling and people who are fearful. And if you're struggling, fearful, you're hurting, maybe you're divorced, maybe you're in a tough marriage, maybe you came out of a broken home and you want to be married, but you're terrified about that. I'm saying to you, you can be successful in marriage. I promise you can. You have a 100% chance of success in marriage, and we want to give you the tools to heal. We want to give you the tools to succeed, and we want to give you the tools to help other people. When you become a partner with us here at Marriage Today and become just find your level, go online. We have our web address there on your screen of how you can become a partner with us here. We have different levels, but you get access to our digital library. In our digital library, watch it on your phone, watch it on your tablet, on your computer. You can take it to a Bible study, take it to a counseling session, you know, help a friend with it, help yourself with it. But it helps you in the area of marriage, intimacy, sex, communication, finances, in-laws, children, blended families, all these different areas. We want to teach you how to have the marriage and family of your dreams. We want to teach you how to do everything you need to do to succeed in marriage and family and to heal maybe from some past hurts. And when you become a partner with us, that's what you get. You get access to our digital library and able to help you, but you also give us the financial support that we need every single month to change America and to change the world, one family at a time, one home at a time, to help keep little children together with their parents. There are thousands of children together with their parents right now because someone became a partner with this ministry and helped us reach that family. Would you please, right now, go online, become a partner with us. It'll bless you and so many others.
Going through divorce is a lot to ask of children and often results in years of emotional pain. It's a violent ripping apart of their parents and a sense of abandonment. What sometimes we see as a quick way out can mean complete loss for a child.
You have a 100% chance of success in marriage. You were made for marriage.
Marriage Today exists to protect children from the pain of divorce and to steer couples away from marital failure by telling them the truth. When you stand with Marriage Today, your individual effort multiplies with other like-minded partners, and together we can rebuild a legacy of strong families around the world. Choose your level of partnership today and receive immediate access to the video streaming library. Become a rock-solid partner today.
You know, I want you to know you don't have to just survive marriage, you can thrive in it. And many people today are choosing to live together or not get married at all, but you're losing out on God's greatest gift, which is marriage. It's the first institution He ever created. In Genesis chapter 1, it serves as the foundation of every other institution, and it works 100% of the time when you do it God's way. And what we love doing, Karen, is showing people God's way.
Well, you know, everybody has pain in their marriage. I mean, there's no such thing as not going through conflict, afflictions, the pain of marriage. And, you know, step back from the pain and ask yourself, maybe there really is something that can help our marriage. Yeah. You know, and that's why we do what we do, because Jimmy and I experience the pain. I mean, we know how painful it is to be out of love, to hate each other, to have conflict and just that friction, you know. And so, you know, just be encouraged that seriously what we've gone through is we came out on the other side to help you.
That's right.
So look at our resources and just know that we're here for you too.
That's right. We want to help you in your marriage, to encourage you. You may have a good marriage, you just want it to be better. This streaming library is for you. You may be single or divorced. You need to prepare. This is for you also. And as you're getting help for yourself and blessing you and your family for generations, you're helping a world in need. We go all over the world with this message of hope and encouragement for marriage. Please stand with us as a monthly partner, and as you do that, you're going to get access to this digital library that is going to bless you, change your life. Thank you for joining us. God bless you.
Your partnership means a better marriage for you and a hopeful future for those in need. Visit MarriageToday.com/partners and choose your level of partnership. Become a rock-solid partner today.